Yeah, no spoilers, guys. No spoilers on Crossroads Inn. I don't know how much it could be spoiled. It's basically I have no money and no candles and no cider and no anything. Although we did make some good money changes in this episode that goes out today. All right, enough of Crossroads Inn. Back to RimWorld. That's what I'm here for anyway. Wow, we have a lot of people kicking around. We have a ton of people. All right, I vaguely remember Redfoot coming in. I don't I don't know specifically where we got Redfoot from though. And I remember Frog, Duck, and Red. Those guys I clearly remember. I'm a little hazy on Pio, and I have no recollection as to where Redfoot came in on, but fine. Who's naked? What's the problem? Duck is naked. Why are you naked? What's your problem? You have a hat and a jacket. That's good enough. You're basically a flasher at this point. That's totally fine. You do you. We need some clothes then. All right, clothes. Where's my tailoring bench? What are we making down here? Another parka, and what is that, a shirt? A shirt. Okay, fantastic. We need pants. Apparently we need pants. Bills, are we making pants? We are indeed at some point in time making pants. Excellent. Okay, good. Right. What else do we have to do around here? I've got a lot of people. Everybody's missing weapons. That's not great. Yeah, I do have a machining table. I don't have a ton of components. First I watch RimWorld, then I watch A Million Ways to Die in the West. Funny movie. Then I spare a full load at Charlize Theron's. Indeed. Fair enough. Possibly you'll find time to check out my Crossroads Inn. Oh, hang on, there's a fire. Hang on, we have a fire. Red, are you on that? Yeah, you're on the fire issue. Good, excellent. Red, why are you so sick? What's your problem? Oh, you don't have an ear, right? And you've been shot a few times. That's basically okay. You're gonna be fine, man. You're gonna be fine. You don't need two ears. There's no reason for that. I also don't immediately remember what I was building this room for. Was it storage? It was storage. Okay, it was storage. Fantastic. At least I remembered that. Hang on one sec while I do something on my phone. Where are we going here? There we are. My phone has not even bothered to tell me that I'm streaming. That's most fussy of it. I would appreciate knowing that. Right, there we go. Now I'm watching myself and liking myself. Yay, I'm so good to me. New power generator going in over there. That's fine. The animals are hanging out. Also basically fine. What is it? It's middle of winter. Okay, so we're not going to get a lot done, but we've got a ton of food. I'm not worried about food. Fair enough. What do we probably need to conquer the clothing issue first. Who's on this? Engie, what are you doing right now? You're cutting blocks. No, go start making pants for people. Apparently we've got a lack of pants. And somebody else, start working on some weapons eventually. We've got a rifle and a shotgun queued up. Sounds good. Sounds about right for me anyway. And everyone else is working on what I can only assume was plans for another bedroom. That's what I feel I was doing over there. I really should take notes before I close out the stream. Mech, Penge. I'm just trying to figure out who doesn't have a bedroom at this point. Whose bed is that? That's Engie's bed. Duck's bed is over here. Red and Frog. I think, does Pio have a bed? I'm not sure that Pio has a bed. Harriet and Charlotte, welcome. Welcome. I am just fine. I got out of work a little tiny bit early today and thought, well, I'll just go home and play some RimWorld on the old intranets then. That'll be good for a laugh. Yeah, I don't think Pio has a bed, and I don't think Redfoot has a bed. I don't see any bed for Pio. That's probably what I was thinking of building down here, and I'm clearly in the middle of. Okay, so I have one bedroom going on up there, one bedroom another there. That's Pio and Redfoot covered. We just need clothes for people, and weapons, and medicine. But we don't need food. We've got the food situation under control. And power-wise, I could probably grab all these weapons. I may as well after we bury all these people. No, do allow that. Don't allow that. The opposite of not allowing that. I would like you to allow that, please. Okay, and there's some good alpaca wood here. Oh, muffalo wool, even better. Make some pants out of that, Engie, if you could, please. Because apparently we've got people walking around with no pants on, which is not ideal. I'm just kidding, not ideal. Right. And I still don't know why I have the turkey. There was a really good reason I needed to tame that turkey. I remember being very clear about wanting to tame the turkey, but I buggered if I can remember why. I don't know. Now, you're saying low medicine game. I have some medicine. I don't have no medicine at all. Ah, the parka's done. That's excellent. And it's a good parka, too. Does anyone need one of those? I should set either the assign or the restrictions, I don't remember which one, to tell them which kind of clothes to wear. And who is it that's nude again? Frog. Okay, Frog, I thought it was somebody different. No, Frog just has a parka on and nothing else. Okay, wow, that's kind of creepy, Frog. I'm not going to say otherwise. Is Duck going around without pants on? Yes, apparently, and so is Frog. Frog and Duck are going around without pants on. Duck, did you find pants? Because apparently you're not complaining about it anymore. Nope, still no pants for you. Okay, we need a lot more pants out of you, NG. We've got a really creepy situation going on in the old colony here. Make 3 pairs of pants. Make an extra one. Apparently somebody else will probably show up soon, too. Can't really cope with this many colonists this early in the game. What are we researching? P.S. Oh, nothing at all. Oh, that's no good. We should be researching things like, I don't know. Oh, we did microelectronics. That's good. Let's get medicine production, and we can, well, eventually make our own medicine. They are cartoon characters. You're not wrong, Bobcat. Yeah, Frog and Duck are walking around without pants on. Maybe they've got something going on. I don't know. Yeah, Payu's sleeping in the freezer. It's not the best place to sleep. I bet you're whining about being cold, aren't you? Yeah, you're sleeping in the cold. You're sleeping in the freezer, woman. What did you think it was going to be like? Are either of my bedrooms done? Not even close. Not even close. And yet, when he gets out of the shower, a towel goes around his waist. I know, right? Right? So Donald Duck never wears pants, but he's really keen on having a towel. Bulk goods trader. Great. That would be awesome. Let's go check that out. There's definitely some things I could be looking at buying, primarily components. Why don't you scooch your way down here, please? I believe, is Mech our best chatty person? I think so. Yeah, social of 14. Mech, go off and trade with the nice people, please. Yeah, trade with those. And hopefully they've got something good, and hopefully we have, well, something to sell them. We don't really have a lot of stuff kicking around. There's pants over here. Why are you not wearing pants? There's pants right here, Duck. Go put those pants on. Just go put the pants on, please. It's getting a little creepy around here. Have we reached the trader yet? Where did the traders go? There they are. Where's Mac? Mac, where did you go? Oh, you're right there. Okay, fine. Super. I should probably I could just make the prisoner room not a prisoner room. Okay, what do you got? You got cats. I am interested in that. Not selling Harriet, Charlotte, or Farbrooks. I could theoretically sell the other 2 alpacas. I've got 3. There's no reason I couldn't sell those 2. I'm not emotionally connected to Alpaca 1 and Alpaca 2. In-game mailman, essentially. Can you deliver a brick to Slick Rick? Well, at least we don't have a brick in bed anymore. Okay, what else do you have that's really good? You do have some components. Quite a few of them, actually. And you have Nutrimine, which means I could make my own medicine. Okay. So if we kind of put all of this together here... All right, how much for just the Nutrimine? $471. How much do I get back if I sell Alpaca 1 and Alpaca 2? Not the named alpacas, not the war pacas. We're not selling them. But Alpaca 1 and 2, we're in profit right now. I do kind of want to go crazy cat lady and just buy all of their cats, but I won't. I just won't. Then I'm just going to end up with a turkey issue again when I... All right, Willow, thank you. Oh, Willow, hi, welcome. I thought you were leaving, but you're coming in. Hi, welcome. Welcome, Stabby. I look forward to you stabbing some things after we've done some trading. So yeah, I got out of work a little bit early, Willow, and just kind of zipped home and said, great, I can still do a Friday stream. What else can I sell you people? I can sell you... No, I'm not selling you the pants. We have pants. Why are people not putting pants on? We've got this duster that's actually... Yeah, we've got plenty of pants. Why are people not putting pants on in my colony? Okay, is there any sort of generic things I could be selling them? Like alpaca wool. I'll generate more of that. Making it is not a problem. So I've got the Nutrimine off of them. I'll buy some components. Boy, they're pricey. Okay, is there anything else I can sell you? I can sell you milk. I have quite a bit of food. I could theoretically sell off some of this food. I've got a ton of food right now. So I could get rid of some of it. I could actually sell the chem fuel. Like if I sold all this milk. And maybe... Oh, I don't know. The potatoes. How about the potatoes? All right, we're back in profit now. Let's get some more components, I think. Not my advanced component. I'm not selling you that. But if I got maybe a couple more of these, then we're only into -9. We've got some components. We've got some Nutrimine. And we sold off a couple of alpacas. So that's 2 things I don't have to feed. Hang on, Bobcat. For some reason, I have to approve that. Why do I have to approve that? Probably because it says war. Yeah, YouTube's getting real fussy about that word. During the Vietnam War, the CIA had a few Hughes MD-500 modified to be extremely quiet. Shh. There's helicopters. I think they're helicopters. Yeah, it says helicopters. Yay. Hands up if you have pants on. Well, you can't see my hands one way or the other, so there's no reason for me to do that. I'll just leave that as a mystery for history to solve. Recovering from food poisoning. Dear Lord, Willow. If you had, as the Irish say, if it weren't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. David has no pants on. Okay, good. Good to know. Fair enough. All right, I'm going to accept this order. I'm just going to go through this one more time real quick, make sure there's nothing else I want to sell. I could get a real good price for those muffalos, but I'm going to keep those. Yeah, I'm just going to sell off the unnamed alpacas, not the war pacas. Harriet, Charlotte, and Farbrooks. We'll keep them definitely. I also have a lot of muffalo meat. There's a pretty good price for that, too. Yeah, I can go hunt more muffalo. I'm taking the money. I'm taking the money and running. Okay, speaking of which, I should go hunt more muffalo. Yeah, there's a couple of muffalo right there. I'll make that muffalo meat back in no time at all. Cool. Got some components. Got some Nutrimine around here somewhere. There it is. Why don't we actually get that into storage fairly quickly, please? Thank you. And I should, at some point, where's my medical wing? There it is. I should set up... yeah, I put them out here because that was actually a pretty sensible place to put the medicine, because then they can cover the prison wing and the medical wing. Birdbrains is wearing pants. Excellent. Excellent. Pants are overrated. Indeed they are. I think Vosros is the only one here wearing pants. Well, I will neither confirm nor deny my pants at all. You know what? You can't see me. Use your imagination. Actually, don't. Ambi, welcome! Welcome. Pants for everybody. Well, apparently I have pants in this colony. I don't know why people are worrying about pants. Okay, Frog, you don't have pants on. Is that correct? That is correct. You are merely wearing a parka and nothing else. That is super creepy. But look, check it. There's pants right here. And there's more pants right here. Who else was not wearing pants? You just keep going back to Frog. Duck, you were not wearing pants. Is that correct? Oh, no, I made you put pants on. Yeah, no kidding, I did. Okay, when Frog puts pants on, does this... I got a lot of pants now. Holy moly, I'm swimming in pants over here. All right, are you... Nope, people are still sad about being naked. Oh, no, it's finally went away. Okay, good. Well, keep making more clothing, please. Oh, wow. I got to get this storage thing sorted sooner rather than later. It's literally overflowing and the door's kicked open. Okay. People need to wake up and build everything. Everything. Wondered how the pants conversation began. Yeah, several of my colonists are wandering around without pants on, despite the fact that we have pants. So they're making a conscious choice to not wear pants, which I consider to be very creepy, especially considering several of them are the colonists that just joined, so they're basically strangers to the colony, and their first choice is to walk around without pants on. It was Frog and Duck's fault, and kind of a Walt Disney Donald Duck thing. Put another door in the hospital so they don't have to go around for the meds. Yeah, that's not a silly idea, actually. That's a pretty decent idea. Yeah, let's add one more thing that they need to build. There we go. It can be right outside the medicine thing. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to build another shelf here for the Nutrimine and herbal medicine and anything like that. I might build a couple of shelves here. What did I build this out of? No, just the shelf. Thank you. Slate. Do I have a bunch of slate kicking around? Granite, sandstone, limestone, slate. Okay. Build a copy of that right here. May as well have the match. Why not? Does everyone have pants on at this point? As far as I know, who's got tattered apparel? We'll work on the tattered apparel thing, Payu. Just chill on that if you could, please. Apparently, we're starting to store all the buffalo wool in Duck's room. That's basically okay. Major break risk. Redfoot, what is your problem? Oh, you're coming down off drugs. And you're ravenously hungry. Well, we've got tons of food. We've got, like, so much food right now. It's ridiculous. Actually, we don't. I mean, we have a ton of food, but we don't have a ton of meals. Is there a reason for that, people? Are we not cooking things? Yeah, you're supposed to be cooking 50 of those guys. Who's supposed to be doing food around here? Oh, dear. Just because it's the middle of winter doesn't mean you need to wear pants. A wool great kilt is far more comfortable. I might deny that. I don't know if that's true. I remember seeing some off-story clone shows where people were comfortable walking around half naked. Yes, David, but which half? Top half or the bottom half? Because that's a very, very important question. That's the difference between creepy or not creepy. Duck needs all the wool to compensate for the lack of pants. I think Duck finally put pants on. Duck, I made you wear pants, right? I know you're sad about it, but I made you wear pants. No, yes, cloth pants. Okay, they're not probably as good as the wool pants, but you do indeed have pants on, which is really my goal. It's really my goal. Redfoot, you're gonna eat something. Okay, good. And Frog is cooking something. Good, even better. And Sion's off hunting more food to make up for the food I just sold off. All of that's very good. Can you get cats in this game? I just turned them down, Ambi. The trader who... Actually, I can get cats right now. Hang on. I will demonstrate. I may not actually purchase them, but I will demonstrate. I just turned down cats. Do I need a bigger kitchen? Not really. Not really. I just need somebody to be focused on cooking, which is exactly what I was going to do, is look at who's supposed to be cooking. Sion is supposed to be number one along with Red. Red's in the hospital, though. There are two best cooks at the moment. So a lot of people have high priority for cooking, and they should just be getting on with it. So I don't need... Oh, there we go. Okay, so for Ambi's edification here, I can purchase up to 4 cats from this gentleman. Oh, hang on, they have a male turkey. Oh, wait, that's my male turkey. Oh, I'm going to sell my turkey. There we go. There we go. I didn't want to slaughter it because it was bonded to one of the colonists, and that would make them sad. I don't know if it's sad if they sell it. I'm going to find out very, very soon. Hey, John, welcome, welcome. Holiday Hills Dirt Patch, sitting in a laundromat, people looking weird, thinking... it's totally not porn. We're just talking about lots of people not wearing pants. I can't understand what anyone would think is creepy about that. To all the people in the laundromat where Holiday Hills Dirt Patch is currently sitting, I assure you this isn't creepy at all. We're just talking about complete strangers not wearing pants around each other. I don't know what's strange about that. All they heard was about wearing no pants. Yeah, well, that has been. I mean, I've been streaming for about 18 minutes. That's been 13 minutes of the conversation. Cats prove the world isn't flat. If it was flat, the cats would have pushed everything off the edge by now. Make cat kilts. Pantless streamed. I will neither confirm nor deny, CB. Nobody can see me. I don't use a webcam. So I cannot confirm or deny my pants status. The only thing I know so far is Vosseros is wearing pants, but David isn't. Not me, David, the other David. So anyway, Ambi, we can purchase, at this point, up to 4 cats. I did just make a little bit of money. Okay, we're going crazy cat lady. I'm going to take 1 male and 1 female, and we're going to see what happens. Just for Ambi, I'm going crazy cat lady. Let's see how many cats we can... And you know what? Wait, give me my animals. Hang on, give me my animals here. Where's cat number 1? Ah, they're already named. Can I rename them? I wonder if I can rename these people. Yes, okay. So let's see. Yes, instead of Cutie, you are now going to be Ambi. There we go. You're Ambi the cat. Congratulations, Ambi. You are now a kitty cat in my game. I love cats. I really do. Mental image of Dave sitting in his boxers. I don't wear boxers, Willow. Those are for teenagers and Bill Clinton. I wear things that give me support where I need it. And I will say no more about that. And I largely wear whatever my wife buys for me because she buys most of my clothes because she has much better taste than I do. God, if it were up to me, I'd be walking around in a bathrobe like Arthur Dent. Stabby, what are you doing? Oh, you're building things. Oh, good, we're finally getting the bedrooms under control. Not this one, or really the other one, but we're starting to work in that direction. I got so many things I need to get built, especially the storage area. Especially the storage. No, Vosros, those are for like 8-year-olds. No. We haven't done that since I was like 12. Back when my mother used to buy my clothes instead of my wife, because both of them had far better taste than I do. Right. Is the pants situation largely under control right now? I know we've got tattered apparel. We'll work on that. We'll continue to make clothing. But Hunter lacks ranged weapon. That's Duck. Has anyone made a move on anything at all? Like making the weapons I asked you to make? Have we even hauled in the silver and the components? No, we have not. Mech, could you please, you're digging at slate, actually get those components indoors, and Stabby, instead of playing chess, get that silver indoors. That's money. That's money right there. Jedi Time Lord, welcome. Stabby is good at building things. You're right. Stabby's good at lots of things. Most of them include edged things. So Stabby's really good at stabbing people in a violent way, also good at stabbing people in a medical way. So she covers both bases. She stabs you and then she patches you up. Is Catsplosion a thing in RimWorld? Well, I bought one male and one female. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll just let nature take its course, Holiday Hills. Or David, excuse me. I'm going to get kids checked out of the laundromat. Again, just for the folks in the laundromat, I want to assure you, the fact that we're devoting most of this game to talking about people not wearing pants is not in any way, shape, or form creepy. It's just that people have chosen to not wear pants. RimWorld is, in its essence, a storytelling game. Yes, you're playing the game, and yes, you're interacting, and yes, you're doing things, but a story is evolving beyond your participation in the game. This story has evolved around people not wearing pants. I can't help that. That's RimWorld, baby. Major break. Oh, Redfoot, what's your problem now? Is it the hardcore narcotics? It is. It is. Right. You're really sad about things. You really need a bedroom. That would cheer you up no end. Absolutely. You need to look at your storage. Yeah, we're working on it, Willow. We are actually working on it. Right down here, if they ever finish building it, is going to need right where Vosros the monkey is walking through, because that's all Vosros does. He has no other function than just to be a monkey and walk around and look cute, because apparently monkeys, despite having hands, can't haul anything in this game, which is the reason I got the monkey in the first place. But yeah, this new area here, once they finish building this, will be our new storage area. That I do remember from the last time. It's just, I've got a lot on the build queue right now. That being said, you're laughing so hard I'm crying, then mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. I have done my job. I can just quit YouTube right now. You know what? That's honestly one of the best things anyone said about me in a long time, and I really genuinely appreciate that, man. What were we doing? Okay, I was going to look at who's on construction duty. Lots of people are. Lots of people are. You have no skill, and you have a skill of 1. You know what, Payu? You gotta get in there, though. We got a lot of stuff to get built. Payu, could you maybe refire the generator, please? I don't think we need it, per se. We've got a lot of other power. Random fact with bird brains, the German army built a tank suppressor in an artillery near Munich, as the locals complained about the sound of the artillery. Oh yeah, just a heads up for the folks in Holiday Hills Laundromat. No pants and military technology things happen a lot, so get used to that. It's going to go back and forth a lot. Just try to keep up is the best I can tell you. Just try to keep up. Sometimes we're talking about pants, sometimes we're talking about military hardware. I don't have a lot of control over it. I just react to what's put in front of me here. The chem fuel generator, is that what we're building over here? Yeah. We haven't even made a move on that, have we? Not even a tiny little bit. Are we digging out things that we maybe don't need to be digging out? Maybe I should cancel some mining tasks. We have a lot of steel over here. Yeah, like Penge. Penge, you're all the way over here hauling steel. But you're hauling it to some kind of blueprint. So good. You are building something. That is excellent. Do you often have military hardware in your pants? Not on a Friday afternoon. No. Not on a Friday afternoon. I usually wait for the weekend till that. What did I just say? The power is not a problem in our base. No problems with power. All the power is out right now. All the power is out. Now I've got the geothermal. I have 3 wind turbines that are kicking along quite nicely. And a solar, although it is dark right now. Huh. Why are we had this last week. Why are we having so much power drain? I do have 2 sun lamps. That is quite a lot, and it is the middle of winter. The heaters will be clicking overtime. Okay, that does make a certain more degree of sense. I get that. All right, I need to get that chem fuel generator up sooner rather than later. Who's really, really good at construction? Like, who's our best construction-y person? Penge is decent. Oh, there we go. Stabby, as usual. Stabby contributing to the colony by stabbing this chem fuel generator with a hammer. Could you please... No. Stabby. Where's Stabby? Prioritize that, please. Please prioritize working on that. I would appreciate it. Does RimWorld have the technology to make screen windows? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No one. It must have been made by a British person. Obviously, a British person has put together RimWorld because there are no screen windows. No. It didn't do its job very well as a test with a 120mm gun from a Leopard 2. From 115 decibels to 100. That's a very loud leopard. Leopards are generally quiet unless they're roaring. Maybe they're very, very noisy when they're running. Have I heard of a game called Arma 3? I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it to have an opinion about it. So, does it interest me, yes or no? The answer is none of the above, because I don't really know a lot about it. So I can't really get a strong opinion one way or the other. I know Arma 3 in that I know it exists. That's about all I can tell you about it. I have a cylinder. Oh, egotistically enough, because I just genuinely think it's that funny, I have rewatched that part of that episode over and over again. Not sure your power grid is fully interconnected. Okay, let's check that. That might be a problem right there. Okay, yeah, we're missing a little bit down here. Yeah, you're not wrong at all. We've got a little break here for some inexplicable reason where the power is not getting to. I also need to bring power over there as well. So bring that over there, and for weird reason, connect that. I don't know why that's not there. Oh, Ambi is sleeping in Penge's room. That's adorable. Ambi, did I give you the male cat or the female cat? The female cat. Okay, cool. You're sleeping in Penge's room. That is a very coveted spot. Vosseros often sleeps in Penge's room. There could be a cat versus monkey fight anytime in the near future. So it's a military sim game, so lots of military words. Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Arma 2-3, got it. Does anyone here not get the cylinder reference? Because I can get a link. The cylinder. And just for clarification, I know you've watched it and I've watched it, Vosseros. I have no idea how many other people have watched it. But we had, as I said on the video, we had been playing for an hour and 45 minutes at that point, and I was so mentally fried that when that came out, 100% of that was genuine. That's all I can say. 100% of that is genuine. Do you remember the game I was making where you traveled the world? I sure do. You were having issues with China, as I recall. You were going to try and do China in one night, and no surprise, it didn't really work out. I remember you was like, oh, I did something else instead. So I do remember you doing that. How is that coming along? And is everyone off to bed in RimWorld? Stabby, what you doing? Oh, you're still working on the chem fuel generator. Good. I really need you to do that, actually. I don't suppose anyone's bedrooms have been done yet, because people are getting super fussy about that. Oh, Payu, your bed is done, and you've just gone ahead and claimed it. Fair enough. Okay. I was kind of thinking about giving that one to Redfoot, because he's super sad, and I figured having a bedroom might make him slightly happier, but we'll give him one up here. It will be fine. So, furniture, do I have wood? Not a lot. Actually, not a lot. What do I have a lot of in stone? sandstone, or granite. Well, Redfoot, you're going to have a granite bed. Sounds very, very expensive and very uncomfortable. But you can have a regular wooden end table and a regular wooden dresser right there. And probably a light. People like to have lights in their rooms. Okay, get on with that, please. I missed that game, but I watched the video upload. Which game? The one with Jedi Time Lord, where we're traveling the world, or the one with the cylinder? Because that was epic. And now they've got it. Now we're playing Space Engineers. I don't enjoy that as much as No Man's Sky because I literally have no idea what's going on in Space Engineers. It's like taking a physics course. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. There's so much UI. I just sort of shut down and start drilling things. I'm just glad they have a hammer drill in the game because I understand that. I get hammer drill. Maybe more animal beds. People get envious of the animals sleeping in Pench's room. Yeah, everyone's all about... I mean, it is a very comfy animal bed. I've got actually a fair bit of cloth and leather. I'll just make some better animal beds. That seems nice. I think people... Well, everyone's kind of over here in the barn. Oh, we should make some kibble, because we don't got none of that. Although I've got the hay growing, which is fine. So get me, I don't know, some kibbles there. That amount of kibbles, please. Really not cranking out the meals here. Instead of a bigger kitchen, I think what I really need is a second stove. That would be kind of good in the grand scheme of things. How would I make that work? I could actually just knock this wall down right here, move the heater, and then I could put another stove sort of here-ish. I might have to renegotiate the table a little bit, but we're just not really keeping up. Well, Asia and Europe is finished. Okay. 45% finished with the map. 6 people volunteered to help. Map should be completed by February 2020. Oh, that's right around the corner. It's like a couple of months. Oh, the screen window rant. Yes. I was so brain fried during that. I was so overtired. I just had not slept the night before at all. I was so overtired with that. But I'm going to tell you, Willow, the whole Brits don't do screen windows thing, with no exaggeration, has bothered me for 40 years, since I was a child, living in England, going, why are there insects in our house? Why does this happen? We have screen windows. They exist. But there it is. There it is. How's Fallen Order for you? You're not talking to me. Great. Good. That's probably for the best. I'm curious how Fallen Order is, too. I'm kind of expecting Miniature Nerd to do it because, he does everything. So I might have a look at it there. But like we said last week and the last couple of weeks, I'm not pulling the trigger on that until I see some real, actual gameplay. I want to see real people really playing the game because I don't really understand, looking at the trailers, what my participation is. I see gorgeous cinematics, absolutely beautiful cinematics, and I don't really see, what do I do? I assume I fight with a lightsaber. Could you show me some of that, please? I always immediately am drawn to the trailers that say actual in-game footage. That's what I'm looking for, because you can create a beautiful cinematic trailer that has nothing to do with the game at all. There's a muffalo in your house. Is that normal? Yes, it is. Yeah. See, the problem here is that Duck's room is technically part of the animal area. Animals are allowed to be in this area because I just carved Duck's bedroom out of here, so I've never really bothered to change it. Duck doesn't seem to mind. Duck seems to be fine with the muffalo coming in while he's sleeping. It's happening right now. And somebody, okay, you got the Stabby, great job. You probably need a nap because you just basically took a day doing that. If somebody else like Scion could just prioritize refueling the generator, and somebody else could make sure that we're making some chem fuel, that would be good. We got our little sealed off, fireproof-ish chem fuel storage area down here. What's that fly doing in my soup? The backstroke. The one story DLC for Watch Dogs 2 that I didn't already buy is on sale right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never played Watch Dogs 2. I played Watch Dogs 1. I played some of Watch Dogs until I got to the point where I knew how to, mess with the traffic lights and all of that stuff. And then I just spent the rest of the game messing with the traffic lights and causing huge 18-car pileups. And then when people got out all angry, I started shooting them until the cops came and shot me. That was basically my experience with Watch Dogs. I have officially made a downloadable file called InDev. File is a mess, but I'm sending that to a publisher for them to look at. Excellent. I wish you luck with that. That sounds really cool. Very good. Birdbrains has to go. Okay, good night, Birdbrains. Oh, I'm sorry you have to leave. I so rarely get a chance to do this. I say so rarely. I've managed to do it every single week, but I'm used to streaming twice a week with you guys, and it's, I only get this one time a week to see you, so I am very sorry you're going, Birdbrains. Hopefully we will see each other again soon in the sort of chat realm that we're in, because, again, nobody can actually see me to validate whether I'm wearing pants or not. Watch Dogs 2 is fun. Yeah, no, I watched, I think I watched Miniature Nerd play that for a little bit of time, not... I think he did like 1, maybe 2 episodes of it. Looked fun. It looks very much like Watch Dogs 1, to be honest. But Watch Dogs just didn't hold my attention long enough for me to commit to it. I still have it. I can always jump right back in, but I have it only on console, not on PC. Oh yeah, I forgot I made another one of these. Yeah, we should have tons of power. If somebody actually just fixes this connection here, we're good. Ignat, can you just take care of that? It's 1 piece of steel, man. That's all you need. 1 piece of steel fixes that. Extreme Break, that'll be Redfoot. We are working on a bed for you, Redfoot. It's coming along slowly but nicely. Slowly but nicely. Okay, so we've got a little parade of one of the Warpackas, Charlotte, with Wise Guy the cat and a Muffalo. They're all getting along. It's very nice. And there's Farbrooks, the other Warpacka. Good. Excellent. Dave refuses to be committed. Straitjackets just aren't fashionable enough for him. They can't hold me, Foster Ross. They've tried. They can't hold me. You may have caused a few gang wars and then sent the cops in. That is very good. Fallen Order is good. There's a Dark Souls bit to it. Okay. That's making me kind of not want to play that, actually. Story is keeping me in. Still at the first few hours. Yeah, I figured it would be very, very story-heavy. I kind of felt there, I was probably looking at a lot of cutscenes, Dark Soulsy. Okay, I can probably live without that. I mean, I might watch somebody else play it. That sounds like a good one for Couch Bum, actually. CB's good with Dark Souls. If it's Dark Souls-esque, he'd probably be really good at it. But if it's Dark Souls-esque, I'm basically going to go, I might watch some other people play it, but probably not me. Best thing is it's canon. Oh, good. Excellent. Well, that's good at least. Smacks me of those Coruscant Nights books. Okay. Oh, the story of it does. Gotcha. Okay, the story of it. I assume that's what you meant by that. We've got more pants, so nobody should be complaining about that. Still not so much on the power. Who did I put on that? Scion, didn't I put you on task for that? You're going for a walk. Okay, that's delightful. Could you maybe... Oh, Ignat's on it. Okay. Ignat is working on that. Fair enough. At least somebody's on it, and we can solve the problem of the power issues. Although, oh yeah, the connection must not make it around there. Okay. Because with 2 geothermals, I've got to have tons of power right now. The hay's coming along. We've made some kibble. That's all very good. Vosseros the monkey is just sort of bumming around here. You have an email. Be right back. Okay, good. Well, maybe it's from the developer going, yes, we totally want to develop your game. The whole Jax Pavrin post Star Wars Episode 3. I have actually no idea what you're talking about at that point. Good watching other people play Dark Souls, but I'm not great at playing them. 100% agree. That's where I'm at too. I've watched many people play Dark Souls, actually, and it's very, very entertaining to watch. Whether they're good at it or bad at it, it's equally entertaining. I just have no desire to do that. I'm just not into that, fight the same boss 27 times in a row to get it right. Like, no, I'm okay with that. I don't really want to bother with that. Thank you very much. I don't dislike action games. It's just not right for me. Dark Souls is legendary for just rage quit mania, and I'm not into that, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, Redfoot, you're burying some people. Good for you. I hope that makes you feel better. It doesn't, because you're still under a major break risk, but I hope it does eventually make you feel better. That would be nice, I think. Speaking of Redfoot, how's your bedroom? Okay, somebody's got to get on this. Stabby's asleep, which is unfortunate, because Stabby's our best builder. Right. I kind of want to wake you up. Redfoot. Oh, super. You've become corpse obsessed, so you were going to bury that guy, and instead you've decided to dig him up. and walk around with him. And probably dump him somewhere. Thanks, Redfoot. You know, you came to us, as I recall. You came to us. I think you were one of those refugee running over here kinds of things. Yeah, Redfoot's just walking around with the corpse. Yeah, he does indeed, Willow. You're right. He does indeed. Yep. How do squirrels keep themselves warm during winter? They bury their nuts. I see what you did there. You know what? You kids have fun with Vosseros. There's your pun person right there. Oh, we've already got some more milk in. Excellent. Oh, you're down to minor break risk. Peace talks quests, heck no. Redfoot, are you just really, really happy that you have a corpse in your hands? Is that the deal? No, you're still coming down off drugs. Everything else is awful. Your life is just terrible. But you will get a catharsis boost when you're done hauling the corpse around and showing it off to people. And they always dump it on the kitchen table. There it is. Dump it on the kitchen table. Yeah, Redfoot, are you actually happier now? You should be. Yeah, catharsis plus 40. You're still coming down off smoke leaf, but catharsis plus 40. And you just ate a meal off that corpse. Doc, can you deal with the corpse, please? Yeah, haul Koro here, or whoever he may be. Get him out of here. The drugs do make the corpse obsession seem normal. Yeah, exactly. Does this happen a lot in RimWorld? Far more than I want it to. Far more. Am I on Twitter, Jules? Yes, I absolutely am. Yes, I absolutely am. Good reason to either burn, cremate, or butcher corpses. I don't think I have any cannibals that I'm aware of. We have a bunch of new people who just came in. I don't think any of them are cannibals. I could burn them, and we did bury this one. We did bury this one, Lars. It's just that we unburied it. We unburied them. I could get a cremation thing going, but I've got so many other things they need to do. That's just not my priority. And frankly, it made Redfoot happier because he's got the catharsis effect now. Oh, medical emergency? What's wrong with Ignat? Oh, Ignat is very old, isn't he? Isn't Ignat, like, really, really old? No. It's not you. Or you also have... You're addicted to everything. All right, you're addicted to two things, but that's a lot of things to be addicted to, Ignat. Right? Everyone's joined my colony, and they're all recovering drug addicts. Rest until healed if you feel like it. So, medical emergency, but you don't want to go to the hospital. Oh, you're gonna go drink Psych IT. Okay, that makes total sense now. Total sense. Weirder than Dwarf Fortress. Nothing is weirder than Dwarf Fortress, David. Nothing is weirder than Dwarf Fortress. Can feed human meat to my animals. Well, we should probably ask Vosseros and Harriet and Charlotte that, because they're the animals right now. Oh, Ignat's gone berserk. Oh, super. Super, because you needed drugs. Yeah, that happens. Hey, you know what? I have very little recollection of my early 20s. That probably happened. Yeah, he's decided to attack a boom rat. It didn't end well. Oh, there's a really good gun over here and some silver, though. I'll try to remember that. Now he's on fire, now he's not on fire. Who needed a gun? Payu did. Payu, what are you going to do right now? Oh, you're hauling steel. No, now you're running away because the boom rat is attacking Ignat, because Ignat's an idiot. Well, Payu, go... Oh, you're a brawler, right. Okay, well, go rescue Ignat then. You got nothing else to do down there. Oh, and a rat is eating Ignat's meal. Thanks. Well, this is going well. For non-carnivore animals, you can convert it to kibble or simple meals, and they will eat it. Yeah, okay, Vosseros is down with eating human meat. Fair enough. We'll wait for Harriet and Charlotte to chime in on that. My plan for the game, give it a title, make it Stabble for a... Make aught Stabble. Make a table? Make a stall? Is that... Okay, are you actually making up a new word? Are you actually merging stall and table into the word stabble? Because I am willing to get behind that and support that. Is there a Kickstarter for making that word a real word? So it's kind of a table, it's kind of a stall, it's a stabble. Local GameCon near me, make an in-depth version for people to test. Get the game into pre-alpha by 2021. Make it a stable. Dave's going crazy again. When exactly did I stop, Fosteros? When do you think there was an end time to that? Work frenzy, NG. Oh, super! You're going to work faster, and you're actually halfway decent at things. Great. That's going to work out well because everyone's basically gone insane. Due to drug withdrawal, primarily drug withdrawal. Okay, who else needed a weapon that didn't have one? Redfoot. Redfoot. I am going to do something incredibly stupid, like give the guy who's coming off of drugs and is really sad about it a machine pistol. I think this is going to work out well. Oh dear. Warpackers are fed nothing but llama, hence they aren't available in the game. Yes, each your own. Well, I mean, you're both sheep. Both alpacas and llamas are both sheep, so you're actually basically the same thing. Fair enough there. Dump simple meals outside in the cold as bait to attract animals, make it easier to hunt. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I've never heard of that. Oh, that's a very good idea. That's the thing about playing RimWorld. You can play it forever, and somebody will come up and go, hey, did you ever try this? I'll go, no. No, I never tried that. I'm not super worried about hunting animals because we've got tons of food. We have no problem with food right now. Actually, I will send a couple of people out to hunt. Just because why not? We'll just keep the meat coming in. And all of our animals are well fed. There's kibble over here, and they have access to all of this hay. So I'm not really worried about feeding. I'm more worried about people digging up corpses and putting them on the kitchen table. Our food problems are actually the least of our issues. Food is covered in the colony. We've got that. What I need is this bedroom to get done sooner rather than later. And then I need this... Oh, hang on. They finished my storage area. Okay, good. You come here. Stop doing that and do this instead. So, give me a stockpile zone. And what I'll do is actually just copy whatever this is. So, yeah, copy those settings and put them over here. There we go. So, only fresh, no food. That's good. And then some other things in here. Excellent. Good. All right. New storage up and running. Fantastic. Is the fire spreading? I don't know. Probably. Are we on fire? Probably. No, I think the fire has largely put itself out at this point. I think we're good. No, we're fine. We're fine. You've cured my depression. I had just 3 weeks of exams. Good. I've cured your depression, and I'll put someone on the floor of a laundromat crying. So I feel my work here is done. I feel I'm good. 400 hours on RimWorld. I think I've got like 200 and some change or something. But I've always found that, you just kind of... There's always somebody who comes up with something new. You're like, I've never thought of putting meals outside to attract animals. That makes total sense. I don't need to do it right now. We're well stocked with food, as I said. But, boy, that's a really smart idea. I have never done that. I never did the trap corridor thing until I watched Penge do it on the recommendation of somebody else in his comments section on how to do the trap corridor thing. Now I do that with virtually every RimWorld colony I do, and do it rather quickly, actually, because then you can largely ignore raids for a while. I wonder if there are still dirty looks in the laundromat. Oh, I hope so. I certainly hope so. Although everyone is, to the best of my knowledge, wearing pants at this point. Who else still needs a weapon? Frog. You still need a weapon. You know what? You can have this bow. Frog, wake up, go get that. I don't care that you're awake and you didn't want to be. You're doing it anyway. I'm just trying to make some of these things go away here. Warm clothes, tattered apparel. Whose specifically has tattered apparel? Red. What's tattered? What's your problem? You have a human leather t-shirt on, and it's awful. I'm not surprised. Red. You're wearing human skin. Okay, we'll make you something. I actually have something. I've gotten a lot of stuff going here. Yeah, we're making a button-down shirt. NG, you know what, NG, you're almost done with that. I know you're in bed, but could you please just wake up and finish that? Because you have 9 units of work left on it. You're basically going to come in, throw a button on it, and be done. Going through Steam, 1,258 hours on Half-Life 1, 3,000 on Half-Life 2. Dang. I think I gotta say my record is whatever, 1,000-ish hours on Fallout 4. But I have to qualify that because that doesn't count any time that I've spent playing that on console. So that's just through Steam. I have 1,000 hours on Fallout 4. The next after that has got to be, it's got to be one of the XCOM games, either Enemy Unknown or XCOM 2. It's probably not XCOM 2 just because I haven't had I only got that fairly recently, but in that time I put a lot of hours into that. Infection. Ignat's infected. RimWorld might be up there because RimWorld is what I play for casual. Like when I just want to sit on the couch and watch TV, I'll play RimWorld because there's a lot of times I don't have to pay a lot of attention to it. Ignat, where did you go? Please, where are you? You need to go. Stop using the drugs. We're getting rid of the drugs, Ignat. Okay, we're getting rid of those at some point. Next trader who comes, I don't want to just destroy them because they have monetary value. But the next trader who comes along is walking out with some psychite tea. Let me assure you, Ignat. 6,000 hours. Dang, that's a long time. He's wearing human skin and has a corpse obsession. Dave's streaming people, yeah. 1,000 hours in unturned until it turned into a laggy mess. I'm trying to think what else. Total War Warhammer 2. You know what? Forget XCOM or RimWorld. No, after Fallout 4, it would definitely be Total War Warhammer 2. I've probably put a lot of time into Skyrim, but on console. I don't play it as much through Steam, so hours there on Skyrim may not reflect reality. But yeah, after Fallout 4, it's got to be Total War Warhammer 2. There's no question that's my next highest, and nowhere near that many hours, but certainly probably my second highest. 1902 for Star Trek Online. Oh, well, if we're going to pull that kind of stuff out, then, I mean, I'm sure my record must still be World of Warcraft, but I never played that through Steam. Obviously, for obvious reasons. So I have no idea how many hours I put onto that. I'm sure there's somewhere in the settings you can find that out, but, I've been playing it for years off and on. Crossroads Inn is flying up in the ranking. Oh, time put in. Gotcha. But a lot of time into Minecraft. 3 years, 9 months for the London project. Yes. Oh, Stabby, you're finally building the bed. And you're pretty good at building things. That's going to work out really well for Redfoot because he'll finally have a bed. He's going to be wicked psyched about that. Not really that psyched because, the drug addiction and all. But he'll be happier than he was. He's still floating on the catharsis thing. So that's good. Awful bedroom. Really? You have a bedroom? Where are you sleeping? Where do you think you're sleeping, Redfoot? Or is your awful bedroom just wherever you fall down? Do you believe that you have a bedroom? Because I don't. Penge, Stabby, Scion, Fleeb? I always forget about Fleeb. NG. Yeah, there's a reason your bedroom is awful, Redfoot. You're over here. Does that not belong to anyone? Okay, I need a head count. 3, 6, 9, 12 colonists. How many beds? 1, 2. Those are prison beds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So everybody does have a bed, and now I've got an extra one. Good. Meteorite? Sure. What is it? It's compacted steel. That's not that exciting, if I'm honest. But yeah, we'll mine it at some point. I'm sure we'll get around to that. Go ahead and grab that. Thank you. 2,000 hours in Skyrim, 1,300 Skyrim Special Edition, 1,300 in Skyrim, 1,500 in Fallout 4. Vampy Ragdoll, welcome. Just popping up to give you my support. It is very well accepted. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Missed the series, so you need to catch up. No problem. You know where to find me. Stabby, what are you off to do? You're finally dealing with some power issues. Boy, the fire kind of took out a big chunk here, didn't it? We got a dead Muffalo in the freezer. That's great. All right, so Redfoot, if you're really whiny about your bedroom, I can probably begin to help with that. We've got a fair bit of sandstone. I could make you maybe some sandstone floors. How do you feel about that? How about a sandstone tile floor? And maybe I give you a plant. I don't really have a lot else to do, Redfoot. I'm not giving you one of the nice statues. Always need more steel. Truer words never spoken, Lars. You never have enough steel. You never have enough components. And sometimes wood can be a little shy. The side colony that I'm doing on my own time, real lack of wood. Tons of steel. I'm swimming in steel. I just don't have a lot of wood. 500 in Dragon's Dogma. Okay, fair enough. 3 minutes on Fallout 4. Went to play it, realized I promised my girlfriend something, never touched the game since. I did that initially when I started playing it. So I picked up Fallout 4, and obviously it was very good, but I obviously had no idea what I was doing. It was brand new. And that was at the point where I did not understand that people did YouTube gaming channels. No, I really didn't. I had no idea. So I didn't know you could go on YouTube and figure out how to do things. It was a revelation. That's what got me here, actually. Fallout 4 is the reason we're streaming right now. Because at some point in Fallout 4, I reached a point where I'm like, I just don't know how to do this. And it was the rad barrels in Starlight Drive-In. I didn't know how to get rid of the rad barrels. I didn't know you had to go into the build mode and demolish them. And it was just driving me mental. And I'm Googling things. Nobody could seem to come up with this. And when I started Googling, I started finding all of these videos. I'm like, wait, people are just playing video games and you can just watch them do it. And I found Many a True Nerd. And it was all downhill from there. And 2 years or so later, we're streaming RimWorld on the old intranets. But yeah, I picked up Fallout 4 and started playing it. Before I got to the whole I don't know what to do with Starlight Drive-In, I went way off map and got into a way too high level. I was way up in the northeast. I don't even know how I bumbled over there. But I just sort of left Sanctuary, and all of a sudden I'm up in the Salem area getting annihilated. And particularly those Mirelurks in Salem. It just annihilated me. I'm like, oh, this game is terrible. It's really, really hard. I'm going to put this away. And I was just in the wrong area. I was just way too high a level for me. And then when I picked it up again, I, put 1,000 hours into it. Many a True Nerd go-to channel for Fallout 4. Go-to channel for Fallout anything. Actually, Fallout or Total War. Anything Fallout, anything Total War, that's your man right there. It's just brilliant. Anything else can be hit or miss. Hitman, very good. He's very, very good with Hitman. Always entertaining when he does Hitman. But anything Fallout and anything Total War, I'm in. And hopefully it's a series, and I will just sit there and do that. People have been watching sports for ages. I know, Lars. I know. I just didn't know people did this. I really didn't. I know that sounds ridiculous. I just didn't understand that people did what I'm doing right now. I really wasn't on YouTube very much. I'd watch a funny cat video or something, and then I just didn't really pay attention to YouTube. I had no clue people were doing this. And then when I started watching it, I had exactly that comment to people, Lars, which is I basically said, well, you people are like, what a stupid thing to do. You're watching people play video games. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. I'm like, you watch baseball. You're watching somebody else play a game. Well, yeah, but it's baseball. Like, why is it different? It's not any different. I'm watching somebody play a game. You're watching somebody play a game. I just happen to be watching a game that I'm interested in because baseball is boring as hell. So what superpower would I rather have? Fly, but only upwards. Extremely fast, but only away from danger. I don't really encounter a lot of danger in my life. I think I'm no physicist, but I think if you're flying only upwards, you could figure out a way to kind of move in a circle. So I'm going to go with the flying one, I guess. Jedi Timeline. There's tons of games I have that I've never played. Tons of them. Not tons. That's a mild exaggeration. I usually at least test drive them. But there's certainly games during the Steam sale or something. I'll just do a bulk order. And some of those I have yet to get around to looking at. Some of them are basically retirement games for me. Some of them are usually RPGs. 9 times out of 10, it's an RPG where I'm like, I really just want to sit down for a month and play this. And I've kind of earmarked them. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be there. So I'm like, you know what? Someday I'm going to sit down and play this. And maybe I will, maybe I won't. But that's kind of my idea. I'm just here for the lack of component game and loving it. I do have very few components. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong at all. Occasionally does 30 and 30 days things. Oh, yeah, that was good. That was taxing. And it actually, if I were doing that again, I would have planned it better so I didn't have anything else going on the channel, because it actually ended up hurting the channel just through basic viewer fatigue, which I totally understand. I was putting out a video a day, and then I had also other series going on, so it basically ended up being 2 videos a day, which is not going to fly. I don't want to watch me for 2 videos a day. I can't imagine anyone else does. So the channel took a bit of a hit doing that. It was a lot of fun to do. It was rather challenging because I was really just powering through those things rather than taking my time. But it was a lot of fun to dig those things out of the old Steam closet. Is it a problem that I have 750 games on Steam? No. I don't have that many yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I rolled this one by Penge, and he was smart enough to say, you may want to think about the implications of that before you knuckle down and try and do it. I did have kind of an idea of doing 5 seconds of every single game I own on Steam in rapid fire and do it as one video. Just 5-second clips, every single game I own on Steam in rapid fire. I totaled it out, and I think it was going to be, when I did the math, it was going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of like a 30 or 35 minute video. So whatever all that math works out to, I might have been looking at like 5 to 10 seconds, so the math might be kind of squirrely. But yeah, I was kind of thinking of doing that. I still haven't 100% ruled it out, but that's a major project. I mean, just downloading the ones that are not downloaded alone would be a major project. So that's kind of something I've always had kicking around in the back of my head, just because I think it would be fun to do just rapid-fire jump cuts of every single game that I have. Is Ignat supposed to be in bed? Yes, Ignat has an infection as of some sort. Ignat's got a lot going on. Okay, so Ignat blew himself up at some point. So there's a lot of boom rat issues there. He has a bad back, but he's had that since he got here. He has drug withdrawal, and he has an infection. The infection is basically fine. We'll get the immunity, no problem. Ignat has a lot of health issues, Willow. Ignat's very, very, very sick. Very sick. You are Other Penge. Other Penge. I'll mention that to Penge. We're all very clear that the Geek Cupboard hit 10,000 subscribers last night, right? Because he has a hard time promoting himself sometimes, so I do it. I watched the Geek Cupboard from his very, very early days, and probably the very first video I ever watched of Penge, I said, this guy's going to be big. I'm not saying that to float his boat or anyone else's. That was my legitimate reaction when I watched the first couple of videos of his. I'm like, this guy's going to be big. And here we are, and he just clocked 10K subscribers last night. Every single one of them deserved, and only 2 of them are me. So that's pretty good. And I got to assume 2 or 3 of them are him. But, apart from that, the other 9,994 or so are legitimate subscribers. Some games are old, like they're dated. Steam is a history book of games people played. It is. That's why I kind of thought it might be fun to do, 5 to 10 seconds of every single game that I have. Because you could really get a huge cross-section. You've got probably 25 years worth of games, maybe even longer. Well, maybe not. I'm trying to think what my oldest game is. Like, what's, in terms of chronological, when the game came out, what is my oldest game that I, A, still have, and B, have occasionally still played? I've got to think it's Microprose's XCOM. It's got to be. That's got to be. Somebody Google when Microprose XCOM came out, because I still have that. Obviously, back then, there was no Steam. I had it on the old PlayStation, the original PlayStation. But somebody figure out when Microprose XCOM came on. I needed to add a few more. Need to add a few more subs to your channel. Oh, thank you, Maybre. I appreciate that. I fully celebrate Penge's 10K. I worked my butt off to try and promote the heck out of him because he deserves every darn one of those. I said he was going to be huge. I said he'd do 10K by the end of the year. He actually clocked me out 6 weeks early. I said when he hit, I think, it was like 2 or 3K. I said, you'll be 10K by the end of 2019. And he clocked me out by an extra 6 weeks on it. Oldest game is Half-Life 1, 1998. 1.67K. Hey, I'm more than happy with that. The fact that 1.67K people are interested in what I do, and only 2 of them are me, 1 of them is Mrs. Dave, so there's 3. I was thinking about getting an account for my cat, so we'll have to keep that in mind if you see an extra one pop up. I'm more than happy with that. I honestly, I didn't think I'd ever get that much. 5 seconds is a bit too short. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, 10 seconds might be more entertaining. See, that's the thing. I would want to do something entertaining with that 10 seconds. So it's a huge project. It's a huge project. Well, thank you, Fabby Ragdoll. Thank you so much. You found me from your dad. Who's your dad? Do I know him? I mean, obviously, I probably do, but is he, like, in chat or anything? Is it Steve? Because we like Steve's kid a lot, Jamie. So, did anyone actually Google when Microprose XCOM came out? I'm just scrolling up on the chat here. I could probably do it myself. Hang on. I mean, it's nap time in RimWorld anyway, so hang on one sec. Your new storeroom is not being used. It has a shirt in it. Oh, so what's his name took off the human leather t-shirt and put a better shirt on. It has a human leather shirt in it, Willow. And I'm going to go ahead and guess nobody wants to put anything else in here with that living in here. But it does technically, it is being used. There is a human leather shirt in there. What that leads me to believe is that somebody made the shirt, took it over to storage, and then I think it was Duck or Frog, one of the cartoon characters up here, took that shirt off and put that one on. So it is being used, just not very quickly. I could make it a higher priority storeroom, but I don't really feel a need to do that. So wait, I was going to Google Microprose XCOM. Hang on. Wonder how quickly I can do that with that computer over there. No, not XCOM 2. Just the original, thank you. Not Enemy Unknown. Nope, nope, nope. All right, you're actually going to make me type in Microprose. Hang on. M-I-C. There we go. You figured it out, Google. Good job, you. Yeah, there we go. Wikipedia. What was the date on that? 1994. Okay. 1994 by the Gollop Brothers, of course. And then I've lost the tab I was on. 1994. So that's... I'm trying to think if there's anything older on my system. I do have the original Doom. I don't know how that ranks before or after XCOM. But yeah, I've got several of the older PlayStation games on there. Probably not much else. That's probably about as old as I go. Squig, welcome! Welcome. Gran Turismo 2. Okay, that's going back there a little bit. Oldest game I still have is a physical copy of Vampire the Masquerade. I have... Oh, I'd have to think about... I think Baldur's Gate was quite a bit after XCOM. But I do still, I believe, unless I threw them out when Steam existed, I'm pretty sure I still have the physical copy discs of Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 2, and Icewind Dale. And... I want to say DLC, but it wasn't DLC. It was in a whole other disc. It was an expansion. So I'm pretty sure I have all the physical discs of that. I still have all the physical discs of, I think, Sims 2, something like that. Stabble! I think you should go for that word. I think you should go for that word. The game... Wow. Jedi Time Lord with the making up the words there. The Gain Dafk said... Oh, thank you, Vampy Ragdoll. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. So, yeah, I think I still have the original hard copies, if you will, of the old Baldur's Gate. So that's got to count for something. I think it was 5 or 6 discs each. Who has the medical emergency? Ignat. You're being cared for. You're literally in a hospital, sir. All your issues have been solved. You developed an immunity to the infection. You're fine. When we develop bionics, I'll get you a new spine. How bad is the whole psychite thing? I might just euthanize you, Ignat. You're not really very useful, are you? Zoo Tycoon 2 CDs work on my own laptop. See, that's kind of the problem, is I betcha... Oh, a cargo pod full of medicine. Boy, that came at a good moment. Somebody go haul that immediately, because we were running a little bit low on the old medicinals there. I don't know if... Well, first of all, right off the bat, my PC doesn't have a disk drive, so I'd have to get out my portable disk drive and plug those in. I bet you it probably wouldn't work. And why would I bother anyway? Because I have it on Steam now. Old DVD-ROMs have issues on modern computers. Yeah. I am waiting for them to figure out how to make Fallout 3 work properly. Because even on Steam, it's not that great. There are some very serious issues with it, and it's old. There's no getting around the fact that it's old, and it just doesn't work well on modern computers. I might just euthanize you. Wonders how people in Laundromat respond to that. It can't be any worse than the no pants conversation. Oh, that's right. Ignat is Stabby's dad. Well, and the funny thing is, given that Stabby is, I think, our best surgeon, Stabby may end up doing it herself. That's right. I totally spaced out that you are Stabby's dad. Yep, daughter. Yep. Although you're much more friendly with Payu. You're way friendlier with Payu. Payu, again, not a huge contributor to the colony. It's like the lazy folks are friends. Got Blood Bowl for €1. Nicely done. Nicely done. Maybe that's what we should do for Penja's 10K, is have him kick my butt in Blood Bowl again. Oh, that was just sad. That was a walkover. Oh, who needs a ranged weapon? Fleeb. Fleeb, I'm going to tell you, man, you don't do a lot of hunting. You're not really going out hunting. You're very, very old and very, very, very slow. Very slow. So we're not sending you out to do a lot of hunting, although we could get more meat. We still have plenty of food. We've got tons of food, but we could get a little bit more meat. Why not? Oh, there's not a lot out there. All right, go tag that boar, I guess. Well, it is the middle of winter. Right, what else do I need to do around here? My new storage has a human skin t-shirt in it. Wadding a stable is bad for the health. Yes, I imagine it is. Sounds dreadful. New PC doesn't have a disk drive, so I pirated The Sims 3 because they wouldn't give me digital copies of the games I already owned. Yeah, they're fussy like that. They are very fussy like that. Ignat is a good medical person, is he? Ignat, what's your deal? If you're that good at medical, yeah, you're actually pretty decent at medical. Are you as good as Stabby? You're actually slightly better than Stabby. Who's number one? Do we have anyone better than Stabby and Ignat? Not really. Frog, you're kind of useless except when it comes to shooting people. Duck, you're also largely useless except when it comes to punching people. And Pie really loves punching people and nothing else. Redfoot is chatty. Wow, Redfoot, you really don't contribute much. Like, there's so many things you don't do. What exactly is it you think you do around here? I mean, you're good with animals. That is a plus. And you're chatty, so I can always send you off to do trading. Mostly we're keeping you around for the animal issue. Do I have you tagged to do that like number one? Because you may as well not bother doing anything else. No, I actually even don't. Yeah, why don't you be higher priority? Why don't you be 2 priority on animals? Earn your keep around here, Redfoot. Android phone. My own Android phone? Oh dear. Oh wait, I don't have an Android anymore. I got the Google phone. Why don't you have more subs? Love my accent. I've actually been told, funnily enough, that I have a very neutral accent, and I think that largely comes from spending time in England, gaining a British accent, and then coming back to America with an American accent, and they just kind of neutralized each other, is what I've been told. So I'm from the New England area, and the New England area has a very pronounced accent. Very, very pronounced, which everybody messes up. Like, people cannot do a Boston accent when they are trying to be, like, actors doing Boston accents. It sounds terrible. Almost as bad as Dick Van Dyke trying to do an English accent. But anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate that compliment. That's really very nice of you to say that. I've been told I have a somewhat neutral accent. Watching your Tavern Tycoon bought the game because of me. Thank you. I'm sure the Tavern Tycoon developers appreciate it a lot more, but I've always dug Tavern Tycoon. The next one's a little squirrely. The next episode coming up, but I picked up on Tavern Tycoon way when it was in early access because I just thought it looked neat, and it's the kind of game I like. And at the time, being very, very early access, it was probably quite cheap at the time, and so I picked it up. And then when 1.0 came out, boy, there was a bit of a Crossroads Inn-esque explosion. Like I was saying to Penge a couple of times recently, if only I had known to niche down into tavern management sims, because that's really playing out well for me. But I just can't do that. I like playing too many different kinds of games. I just really like playing too many different kinds of game. My accent is so not neutral. It's nice to know where it comes from a Brit. Okay. Everyone has an accent. No, you're not wrong, Willow. You're not wrong. I've just, I guess when I say neutral, I don't have the accent for my area. I don't sound specifically like I am from the New England or Boston area. Without giving my specific location, which many viewers have already figured out and Sherlock Holmes'd me. But without giving my specific location, we're pretty close to Boston. So if anything, I should have a vague kind of Boston accent, but I just sort of don't. So the British accent kind of counteracted that, and I've ended up with whatever it is I think I sound like. Hang on, Jedi Time Lord. For some reason I have to approve that. I don't know why. I get told I ain't got an accent, then I shout at them in my most London accent. There you go. Do a terrible hello accents. Good moaning. Oh, we did medicine. Yay! Now, if I only had some herbal medicine, I could do something about that. But at least we got the Nutrimine. At least we bought some of that, so we got that kicking around. Let's go back here a little bit. Tree sowing, meh. Devil Strand. Do I actually have anyone capable of growing Devil Strand? Well, you know what? Get it anyway. At some point in time, I will. Oh, Ignat's fully healed. Good job, Ignat. Are you less sad about things now? You're basically okay. You're hungry, but you're about to fix that. Yeah, that's going to be cured. No problem. No problem at all. That feels offensive. Classic British show called LOLO. Yeah, I actually just threw Dad's Army on my Netflix list. Like, hey, remember you said you wanted to watch this? Because I noticed they had Dad's Army up, and I can't even remember the last time I saw that show. Smuggler Mission in Gorilla Inc. is tough. Funny thing about Gorilla Inc., fun game. It crippled me, absolutely just annihilated me. I didn't even have a shot at that. That was a walkover for Gorilla Inc. Am I thinking of Gorilla Inc.? I mean, Gorilla Inc., the Plague Inc. one. Yeah, anyway. So that was the only video I've ever had that got not demonetized, but like sort of half monetized. So I got the whole not suitable for all advertisers on that, which is odd. Rebel Inc. I'm thinking of, not Gorilla Inc. Rebel Inc. Excuse me. So Rebel Inc. Escalation actually got only partially monetized, not suitable for all advertisers, which is weird. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's a game based on war. I totally get that. But I've done tons of games based on war. And I've never had that flag. Oh, Ignat's Berserk. Great. He will attack anyone he sees. Super. And he's attacking Fleeb, the oldest, most feeble member of the group. Thanks, Ignat. I'm sure Fleeb appreciates that. That's nice. Remember when we said we might have to euthanize you, Ignat? Yeah, now Fleeb's down. Okay, somebody's got to go rescue Fleeb. Who's the closest? Redfoot's the closest, but moving real slow. Oh, Payu's already on it. Great, Payu is already on that. Do I know why British ads are 3 minutes long? I didn't know British ads were 3 minutes long. What is Dad's Army? It's a British comedy about sort of a home... I don't know. How would you describe it, Voss? I'm sure you're familiar with it. It's like they're not... I guess we would call them the National Guard in America. It's like a home defense during World War II kind of thing. Rebel Inc., yes. So Rebel Inc. Bobcat, yes. Because it gives you time to make a cup of tea. The Home Guard, there we go. Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it in British terms. I mean, here we would call it the National Guard. So it's like the army, but they don't go overseas. They stay home and defend the home area. I have to reevaluate my life, Jedi. Loot break. Fair enough. Payu, you kind of remember when you said you were going to go rescue Fleeb and then you didn't? Do you want to get on that? Because you totally said you were going to rescue Fleeb. That's why I stopped paying attention to Fleeb. And then you just sort of blew it off and Fleeb's lying here on the floor bleeding. Where did Ignat go? Ignat, are you still attacking people? No, you're just wandering around. Okay. No, you're trying to attack Frog. Okay, Frog, run away. You have a bow. Should we just shoot Ignat? Is that the right thing to do? Should we shoot Rick? The cat needs rescuing. Oh, dear God, that's way more important. Forget about Frog. Hang on. Where's the cat? Where's the cat? Pause the game. Where's the cat? The cat needing rescue is way more important to me than Frog, who occasionally doesn't wear pants. Okay, let's do this a smart way. Oh, Ambi. It's Ambi, too. Okay, no, Redfoot's on it. Redfoot's on it. Tending to Ambi. Okay, I didn't even see that Ambi got taken out. Redfoot is on the case, though. Redfoot's working on it. Why are you working on it here? I don't have an animal sleeping spot. Can you rescue, please? Yes, rescue. You're just sitting there looking at the cat in pain, Redfoot. That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. What? That is the worst thing I've ever heard. Charlotte has a very thick Rhode Island accent and calls hot dogs gaggers. I have never heard of that. I'm only one state away from Rhode Island. I've never heard them call that. Never heard that. I like these low down... Oh, test your aim. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That's just awful. Home Guard with people who had regular jobs who were ready for war. Yeah. Again, we would call them the National Guard over here. So they live their lives, and then when need arises, they don a uniform and sometimes go shoot things in the face. Generally not. Actually, they're really more important for like disaster relief. That's what we primarily use our National Guard for. Is yet another hurricane rolls through. They're the guys who go down and take care of everyone. Where's the cat? Okay, Ambi is in bed with Penge, not at the same time. In the cat bed, which is now the cat bed. Can I designate this bed just for Ambi? I wonder if I can do that. So not Ambi, the bed itself. Is there a way for me to designate who sleeps on that? I would like to do that. No. No, it doesn't seem like it. I would like this bed just to be for Ambi the cat. And then I'll put another one next to it for whatever the other cat is. The episode when Turk decided to get to know Dr. Cox. I watched Scrubs, but I can't specifically remember that episode. So, medical emergency. Is that Duck? No, Phlebe is still down. Phlebe's in the hospital. Great. How did Duck work out? Duck apparently is non-fussed. Where's Ignat? Ignat's chasing Frog. Oh, Ignat was chasing Frog before. Right. I am constantly going to get Frog and Duck confused. Okay, well, this is just a merry little Benny Hill chase they're doing around the map. Fair enough. They're just kind of blowing around each other. Oh, yeah. Eventually, Ignat may or may not catch up to Frog. I largely don't care who wins. I don't have no emotional attachment to either of these. Ignat's been nothing but a pain in the neck ever since he joined the colony, and Frog often does not wear pants, to the disconsternation of himself, because he really wants to wear pants but refuses to do so. It's like some sort of issue that he has. I'm far more concerned about Ambi the cat. If anything, we're saving the cat over both Frog and Ignat. Where's, get me back to base here. Okay, can I get an idea of your health, please? Oh my god, Ignat bit you. Somebody bit you. You've been bitten by a human. Yeah, Ignat is biting cats. I'd like to make that very clear. Ignat is biting the cat. Now you're having Smokey and the Bandit flashbacks. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That seems terrible. That seems absolutely awful. If you wish animals to sleep in specific places, you have to restrict them to zones which include the desired sleeping spots and exclude other sleeping spots. Okay, I probably won't do that then, because I do like Ambi to have the run of the place. Any, I don't know, pet animals, cats, dogs, definitely dogs, because dogs haul if they're big enough. So I always allow dogs to have unrestricted access. But the cat can just have unrestricted access. Okay. So unlike the people beds, I can't designate the animal bed for a specific animal. I'd have to just basically trap the animal in a specific zone with the bed I wanted, which I don't really want to do. So that's fine. Ambi can come or go. I'm glad Ambi the cat found the best bed here. Looks like it's time to put Dad down. Yeah, Ignat's been nothing but a pain in my butt. Are you still chasing Frog, by the way? No, where's Frog? Frog's now chasing you. Oh, this has become a Benny Hill episode now, isn't it? Ignat, I'm mildly concerned you're sneaking back into base and nobody's dealt with you yet. We may shoot you, Ignat. I'm just putting that out there. We may shoot you. Wow, all the animals are over in the barn. I probably have no other sleeping spots kicking around, do I? No. I should put some floors in there, too. I'd like it to just be a regular wood floor, and I don't have a lot of wood. Oh, no. Whoa, Ignat. Whoa. Do not attack the Warpackas. They will mess you up. Okay, you know what? Sorry, Ignat. But needs must. You are just going around attacking the animals, which frankly I'm more fond of than the people. So everyone... Oh, look at that! Charlotte's right in there! Charlotte defending Harriet from Ignat. The Warpackas are in action. This is... Okay, Duck, shoot him. No, Duck, shoot Ignat. I want you to shoot Ignat. Duck, shoot Ignat. Why are you not shooting Ignat? Everybody is drafted. Everybody come over here. Duck, I want you to kill this person. Male colonist, not injured. He's gonna be injured in a sec. You don't worry about that. Everyone's over here. Nobody seems to be able to, There we go. Okay. Yeah, Ignat's dead. Yeah. I don't care if we can... You're in shock. No. You know what? You injured Charlotte, Harriet, and Ambi. Not necessarily in that order. Remember you first said hi and spoke about my username? Worked out my tool, a time-traveling R2-D2. Do you have to crawl inside it? Who is my favorite Doctor Who? It's probably always going to be Peter Davison. All right, here's what... I'm going to come back to that in a sec. Hold that thought, Vampy Ragdoll. Everybody off that. For right now, I'm going to rescue... what's his name? Ignat. Penge is already on that. What I really need is people to deal with the Warpackas and make sure the kitty is okay. We're going to see if you can behave yourself, Ignat, because you attacked the Warpackas, and look how it turned out. It didn't work out well for you. So you go live in the hospital now, and you'll see if you can behave yourself later. It's always going to be Peter Davison because that's the Doctor that I got to know the best. So I started watching Doctor Who back with the Tom Baker days, but only sporadically. And when Tom Baker changed to Peter Davison, then I got into it a lot. So I always enjoyed the Peter Davison episodes. Some of those episodes were also a lot darker. They dealt with some, not common Doctor Who themes that you didn't always see. So they got a little weird during the Peter Davison years, which I didn't dislike. I kind of appreciated that. So can I put him in the prison? No, because he's not a prisoner. He's still technically a colonist. I could have just killed him. That would have solved the problem. We're going to heal him up at the cost of medicine, I might add, Ignat, and we're going to see if Ignat can behave himself. That we're going to see if Ignat... I think once Ignat gets over the drug addiction... Oh, and the gunshots. And the war pack of bruises. Bruise alpaca leg, bruise alpaca leg, bruise alpaca leg. Yeah, the war packers were in there hardcore. So once the drug addiction, the gunshots, and the war pack of bruises, we'll kind of see where we're at with Ignat and see if we can keep him around. You can arrest your own colonists, that's right. I don't really feel a need to do that, Lars, because he's a colonist. I don't know why I'd imprison him when I'm just going to kind of see if he can behave himself, whether he's in the prison or whether he's in the hospital, 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. I'm really treating him like I'm treating him like a bad child, where I've basically put him in timeout with gunshots, basically. I've kicked, shot, and bruised him into a timeout. And then if he can't behave himself after this, his own daughter may have to euthanize him. And that's just the breaks. That's RimWorld, baby. That's RimWorld. Going back to Doctor Who, definitely Peter Davison. Love Tom Baker. I think everyone loves Tom Baker. How could you not love Tom Baker? Met him. This has come up in chat before, but just in case. He did a book signing when I was quite young. And so I was about 8 years old, and we went to a book signing with Tom Baker. Tom Baker is like 6'1", so me against Tom Baker, he looked like a giant. He looked so huge. That's really the only thing I remember. And I do remember him being super nice, and he had 100 kids around him, so it's not like I met him and we had tea or something. It was like, here's my book, and he's like, yay, and then I've met Tom Baker now. So, just release them when you wish them to join back in the colony. It wasn't that cool, David. It wasn't that cool. It was just a book signing. I was a kid. My parents took me there. Actually, it might have even been my school taking me there, because I remember my school chums were with me. So I'm not sure if it was my parents or if it's actually a school trip, but I can still remember where the bookstore was. I'm sure it's not there anymore. I'm sure the entire neighborhood has changed, but you plunk me down somewhat near the Hammersmith Odeon. Actually, it's a long walk from there. If you plunk me down near Kensington High Street, I can walk to that bookstore today. It's not there anymore, I'm sure, and I'm sure the entire neighborhood has changed, but I do remember that very clearly. I just remember him seeming so huge, just mammoth, a gargantuan giant walking the earth, because he is extremely tall, and I was very, very tiny, so, the difference there was... Oh, Jedi Time Lord, thank you so much. Thank you. Love Tom's scarf and adore his quirkiness. I don't think anyone can hate on Tom Baker as Doctor Who. I think he will always be, whether it's the old series, the new series, or anything in between, I think he's always going to be people's, top 3 Doctor Whos. Because he was just so fun. He was so fun. He brought such a fun attitude to everything and really good humor. And some of the episodes of the Tom Baker years are absolutely, without question, and I will argue this until I'm blue in the face, some of the best Doctor Who's ever written, mostly because Douglas Adams did them. They had some amazing writers doing the Tom Baker years, and Douglas Adams was one of them, and I'm thinking of City of Death, which is both the most clever and funniest episode of Doctor Who, which Douglas Adams then plagiarized himself to write the Dirk Gently series, which was great. I've never seen an author plagiarize himself. He ripped off his own idea. He wrote the Doctor Who episode first, and then many years later came out with Dirk Gently, which is exactly the same story. So have a good night. Thank you, Squig. Thank you. Stabble! Go make that word. Start up a Kickstarter to promote that word and get it into the dictionary. Do we still have dictionaries anymore? We probably just have Wikipedia. We have the Urban Dictionary. My mother was very sad a few years ago because she was actually in a financial position and a sort of in the stage of her life position where she desperately wanted to order the complete Encyclopedia Britannica. And she did it 1 year after they stopped printing the Encyclopedia Britannica, and she didn't know that. She's like, I'm going to finally own the Encyclopedia Britannica, the great wealth of knowledge of humankind, and they stopped printing it. Large meteorite, what did we get? What is that? Oh, slate. Okay, I'm less fussed about that. That's fine. Who's the medical emergency? Still Ignat. And look, Phlebe is in bed next to you after you beat him up. You beat up an old man, Ignat. Phlebe is very old and brittle, and he's our only really good researcher. I mean, he's got a bad back, and he's frail. And you headbutted an old man. Feel good about that, Ignat. You headbutted a senior citizen. Feel really good about that. Keep up the good work. Off to watch your RimWorld series. No idea what it's about. Yeah, you've got a little bit of catching up to do. It starts with people getting stabbed, and it actually doesn't really change much after that. Live Under a Rock looks really good. Thank you so much. Well, I hope you enjoy it. It should all be in a playlist. I usually remember to order them correctly, but it should all be in a playlist in the live stream section somewhere. So I really hope you enjoy it. And and unless you're talking about the actual RimWorld series I did of videos, in which case please do not expect anything expert. Boy, that ends in flames. Boy, that absolutely ends in flames. But it got me into playing RimWorld, so here we are. You have a dictionary and a thesaurus, you dang whippersnappers. I have a very, very old dictionary, extremely old dictionary. It's probably got to be a good 80-year-old dictionary, just because it's fun. It looks like some sort of ancient wizard's tome. It's about a foot deep, and it's incredibly illustrated and very decorative. I picked it up at a bookstore somewhere. Most of the words that I use in common parlance are not in it because it's like 80 years old, but it's very gorgeous to look at. So I do have a physical dictionary. I haven't had a thesaurus in ages, and that's about it. I can't think that we have another dictionary in the house, nor an encyclopedia. Learn the hard way that Wikipedia is not a reliable source of accurate information. I don't assume that it ever is. You have to cross-check references for a day on Google before you can get any idea of accuracy of anything. Love Pertwee. Oh, yeah. No, actually, I do love John Pertwee. You're not wrong about that, Bambi. Okay, my order is probably Peter Davison first, just because I just kind of have an emotional connection to him because that's when I started watching Doctor Who hardcore. So he was like my doctor. He was like my Doctor Who that I sat down and watched when I came home from school. Do I think that he has all the best episodes? No, that probably goes to Tom Baker. But John Pertwee was an amazing Doctor Who, and he just brought such a completely different thing to it. He went in. I forget where I saw this information. It was some sort of documentary-esque thing about Doctor Who. I couldn't tell you where it is or how long ago it was. But he went in and basically said, I want to be the James Bond Doctor Who. I want to do tons of action, car chases, fight scenes, all of that. And obviously, if you go look at the John Pertwee ones, it's a ton of action. The last episode before he becomes Tom Baker is basically a hovercraft chase. I've never seen anyone do a hovercraft chase in my life, but he worked a hovercraft chase into his last block of episodes before he was out and Tom Baker came in. So he was all about the action. I love John Pertwee. So yeah, no lie there. Everyone has an emotional connection to their first Doctor. Yeah, I mean, if I have to look at it intellectually, Peter Davison was not that great a Doctor. I loved his companions. He had some of the best companions. Turlough, in particular. I mean, what a really complex, weird character. Even today, I'm not 100% sure what his deal was. And I've watched all of those episodes many times. I'm still not 100% sure what was supposed to be up with Turlough. But yeah, what a great cast of companions Peter Davison had. The other, John Pertwee, Tom Baker had some good ones. I always liked any episode that the Brigadier was in, because the Brigadier was just such a great foil to the Doctor. So sensible. What do you think of Doctor Who and Back to the Future crossover? Okay. First of all, it would probably make a mint. You'd never get it to happen because the licensing alone would be a nightmare. It was like trying to get Spider-Man into the Marvel universe. But I'm going to go ahead and say, look, I'm a child of the 80s. Back to the Future, one of the biggest movies we had during the 80s. Huge movie. Everybody loves it. I don't love it. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie, and I've watched it several times. But am I gonna call myself like a Back to the Future fan? Not really. I saw bits and pieces of the second one and never watched the third one. Did I watch Wurzel Gummidge? I absolutely did. I absolutely did. That was on TV when I lived in England. Obviously, John Pertwee as a scarecrow that comes to life. Anyone know if that's available anywhere? It's got to be somewhere. Is that? I mean, I should just go to YouTube, seeing as I'm literally on YouTube right now. But yeah, I would love to watch that again and see how well that held up. Because Doctor Who holds up well. I can watch John Pertwee Doctor Who, and it holds up great. But I'm kind of curious how Wurzel Gummidge would hold up today. It's got to be somewhere. Somebody somewhere on the internet has episodes of Wurzel Gummidge posted, and was very, very happy to see, his grandson in Gotham? I can't immediately remember his first name, but his grandson is Alfred in Gotham. And when I first started watching Gotham, I'm looking at his face and I didn't look at the credits. I didn't watch the credits. So I'm kind of looking at his face, like, God, this guy seems really familiar. And I ask Mrs. Dave sometime. It took me 2 or 3 episodes to go, boy, that guy looks like John Pertwee. He looks like Doctor Who. Why does he look like Doctor Who? And my wife's like, because it's his grandson. I IMDb'd this ages ago. Why are you so stupid? Those weren't her exact words, but that was basically the theme she was going on. She'd figured that out ages ago. She knows I'm a Doctor Who fan. And I had spent 3 episodes of Gotham going, why does Alfred look so damn familiar? I can't place it. There's something about his face that is really, really familiar. It's his son. Are you sure it's his son, Vampy? And I'm willing to believe you. When Mrs. Dave IMDb'd it, she said it was his grandson. It does, John Pertwee, was old when he did Doctor Who. So I am perfectly inclined to believe it could be his grandson. But if you say it's his son, I'm willing to believe that. That's just what Mrs. Dave came up with. So I have no firsthand information. I said son, by the way. If I can go back to Mrs. Dave and say, ha, I said it was his son, and you said Sean Pertwee is his son. Okay, I am totally willing to believe 2 people I've never met on the internet over my wife. I can't. I say that obviously laughing Bambi Ragdoll and Spike Little Girl because I am more than willing to believe you too. So she got bad information. She said grandson, and I of course said, of course, Mrs. Dave, I will believe anything you say. But no, I'm actually more inclined to believe people who have an emotional investment in knowing who Sean Pertwee is because they like John Pertwee. So Vampy Ragdoll and Spike Little Girl, I'm going back to Mrs. Dave later when she gets back to work and say, ha! Told you, I thought it was his son, and you said grandson, and I believe that ever since we started watching Gotham. There are 2 kinds of people in this world. People who think dinosaurs with feathers don't seem scary, and people who have tried to fight an ostrich. Good luck and rest in peace. One of the things with me and Mrs. Dave, sorry, we haven't played RimWorld in ages. I hope everything's going well. One of the things with me and Mrs. Dave is we're not I'm right and you're wrong people. We never have been. We're more than happy to say, yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. I was wrong about that. You were right. We're not stubborn with each other. We never have been. It's one of the reasons we get along really well. We're really super not stubborn with each other. We're very quick to compromise with each other. Not with anyone else. We'll fight to the death with anyone else. But, in our home, between the 2 of us, we're very, very quick to compromise and say, hey, you know what? You were right and I was wrong. Oh, well, life goes on. And we just sort of poodle along. I've never tried to fight an ostrich, but I think they're scary. I would be inclined to agree. Definitely his son. Tell her. I probably won't tell her that, Bambi Ragdoll. I probably won't tell her those exact words. I may do a little bit of a ha. That may come up, but I'm probably not going to specifically tell her that. They can break bones with their kicks. Wait, ostriches or Mrs. Dave? Because she's got really strong legs. She used to be a competitive swimmer, so she probably can break bones with her kicks. But I'm assuming you're talking about ostriches still. Mrs. Dave probably can break a bone with her kick, but I'm just going to go ahead and say we're probably still talking about ostrich. I never copied the settings on this. That's why we're stupidly storing weapons on the medicine shelf. Okay, we can fix that really quick because I probably should be playing RimWorld. It's technically what people are tuning in here for. Copy the settings on that, please. Thank you. And now paste those settings over there. They'll figure it out eventually. They'll move those guns off somewhere else. It'll be fine. Evisceration is more common with Mrs. Dave again or ostriches. Willow is not involved in the Doctor Who conversation. Okay, fair enough. Got it. Fair enough. I've missed a lot of stuff. Death by cupcake may be imminent for Dave. Well, it would really be death by lack of cupcakes. That would be her real ultimate punishment. I've never done anything to annoy her that much, and neither has she done anything to me to annoy her that much, annoy me that much, rather. Again, we basically get along. We have. For 11 years, we've just basically kind of gotten along. But what she would do, well, actually, what she'd do is murder me. She's always said that. And, vice versa. We don't want to deal with a lot of paperwork, but what she would do is deny me cupcakes. There would be no cupcakes at all. RimWorld, this is not the Chit Chat channel. It's totally the Chit Chat channel. Oh, Lars, it's 100% Chit Chat. I'm mostly putting RimWorld on so it gives you something to look at. I hope it's vaguely entertaining. Yeah, Frog's already moving the guns around. Excellent. Good job, gun. Wait, Frog, what kind of gun is that? What do you have in your hand? Oh, it's the incendiary launcher. We've had that since day one. We took that off someone in a raid, and we've never really gotten around to using it. And the new storage area is in full swing here. Full swing on storage. Is that uranium? Where have we been getting uranium from? Should we be storing that near the hay? Probably not. Not a DW fan. I like the show, but not a fan. Wait, what are we talking about now? Oh, Doctor Who. Okay, got it. Doctor Who. Yes. I haven't gotten too much into the new series. I watched probably the first 2 or 3 series of the new Doctor, and I've kind of just tuned out. There's a lot of TV, and I have to prioritize. And now Mrs. Dave and I are thinking about plunking down not only on the Disney streaming service, but also DC Online, because between the two of them, that's the vast chunk of stuff that we watch. Is basically superhero stuff, Marvel stuff, obviously, but superhero stuff in general, Star Wars stuff, and, well, I watch the Star Wars stuff, she watches the Disney stuff. So between Disney and DC Online, you've basically got our entertainment locked in. You have a uranium fever from Fallout going in my head. Sandbox carefree difficulty for Crossroads Inn would make a nifty stream. Maybe. I thought 2 weeks ago about streaming Crossroads Inn, which would have been the key time to do it. I haven't dismissed the idea of Crossroads Inn. It largely depends. So as I'm actually kind of working on wrapping up the stream here, because I've been going way longer, and you folks are incredibly patient with me talking about cupcakes and Doctor Who. My work schedule is changing again, but for the better for streaming. So as of today, as of exactly this moment today, I will once again go back to having Fridays and Saturdays off, just like I did before, which means we could theoretically get back to the regular streaming schedule that we always did. And ideally, I would like to stream twice a week again. I love doing that because I could do kind of a casual game one day and something like a little more, hardcore or whatever, like, Total War or something the other day. That's great. However, I'm also waiting to hear back on another job. So I have one job, but I'd prefer the other job, and they have not let me know. And I'm down to, I've been through 3 interviews with these people, which I believe is a reasonably encouraging sign. And still 3 interviews later, I haven't told them, hey, if you really want to see what I'm all about, catch me on a Friday afternoon playing RimWorld. Haven't done that yet. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. So at that moment, at the drop of a hat, my work schedule could change again. So for right now, exactly at this moment on Friday, I know for a fact I'll definitely be streaming Friday and Saturday next week. But in the meantime, I may hear about another job, and that may completely change. So will the streams require pants? They will not. Pants are optional. Pants are totally optional. I had my way, pants might be optional for many things in life. But for streaming purposes, I think go pants or no pants, it's all you. It's totally all you. You don't watch much television. You watch this mostly. I do too. The bulk of my viewing is YouTube. It's really what I watch more. We basically had the big should we cut cable conversation last night. That's why this is kind of fresh in my head. Is should we just not bother with cable TV anymore and keep Netflix, Disney, and DC Online, and probably Amazon Prime. Even putting all 4 of those together, we already have Amazon Prime. We already have Netflix. So it's not a big expense to add 2 small streaming services in there. So no pants for Voss Ross, if that's what you feel. Again, no judgment. You want to wear pants, that's cool too. It's all free around here. That's what we always do at the wee hours. You wear pants, you don't wear pants. That's cool, no judgment here. Amazon Fire Stick instead of cable. Yeah, we again, we just had the big should we bother with cable TV because we're not really watching it anymore conversation, which is why that just sprung fresh in my head. But anyway, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go have dinner. Because as usual, I'm starving because I came right home from work and just immediately started streaming because that's what I love doing. So I will call it there. I've taken far too much of your precious time at this point. So thank you so much for bearing with me through all of this. Guys, I am always just respectful and admire the fact that you guys turn up to watch this nonsense all the time. I really do appreciate it. It makes my day. I say it every time, but I genuinely look forward to this. Like, I get up Monday and I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to stream because I love hanging out with you guys. It is just like hanging out with a cool bunch of friends every weekend, and I totally love it. So thank you guys so much. I will. At this point in time, I'm definitely on for next Friday, but I will always keep you posted. You need a nutrient paste dispenser. I've never been a fan of those, Lars. I think they're too much work for too little effort. So we may address that on the next RimWorld. But guys, I will call it there. Thank you so much for coming along. I really, really appreciate it. I will see you next time. Goodbye, and goodbye.